What's up, Solow Sportsters? I'm here at our Queens, New York location, located on the iconic grounds of the US Open, to do another racket review, this time of the Solinco Whiteout 290. Be sure to stick around for the whole thing to hear all the specs and what you need to know and whether or not this racket is right for you. The Solinco Whiteout 290 is, you guessed it, 290 grams, which equates to 10.2 ounces unstrung with a swing weight of 314, making it 3 points head light and a balance point of 13.2 inches. It has a 98 square inch head size, a length of 27 inches, a string pattern of 16 by 19, and a constant beam width of 21.7 millimeters. The stock grip found on this racket is Solinco's synthetic, and has a beautifully sleek all-white cosmetic, especially if you throw on an all-white overgrip. This is the lightest variation behind the 305 and the 305 Extended. As I have been spending more time dabbling in the space of soft polys, I decided to string this racket up with Solinco Torbite Soft in the 16L or the 1.25 millimeter gauge. As someone who currently plays with a racket with nearly identical specs to the Whiteout 290, I was curious to see if I would notice a difference between it and my racket of choice. From the baseline, it offered fantastic control, rewarding me when I took large cuts. Though I tend to make contact late, I was able to take full advantage of the fact that this is a lightweight and maneuverable racket. I had no issues generating my own pace and delivering heavily weighted shots, or redirecting it to get into a rally position. Within a few minutes of slugging it out from the baseline, I had basically forgotten that I was playtesting a racket and was able to swing freely without fear of miscuing. All of the Whiteout frames come equipped with the ability to substitute out the trap door for a weight cap module, which is available in a 5 gram and a 10 gram weight for players looking to add a bit of weight without messing with any lead, silicone, or tungsten. Additionally, there are liquid crystal fibers incorporated into the design of the racket to optimize flex and reduce vibration, improving the overall feel of the racket. Lastly, strategically placed at 3 and 9 o'clock, these rackets are equipped with 40T high modulus carbon fiber, which increases the stability and power when contacting in the sweet spot. This racket felt like a magic wand in my hand, especially once we got to playing points. I tend to tense up on my backhand and revert to the slice when hitting off that wing, but this racket allowed me to step in and come over the backhand, driving it down the line or kicking it cross court. I also found myself taking the ball early on my forehand, which enabled me to hook it cross or clock it for a winner down the line. It's almost a shame that I felt so comfortable dictating from the baseline that I didn't feel the need to come to the net and put it away, because I had more than enough finishing power from the baseline. Though I would argue that my current racket is the ultimate volleying racket, and thus it's tough to compete, this racket more than held its own. Whether I was driving, deflecting, or dinking, this racket performed very well. While off-center shots were a bit jarring, anything in my strike zone was easily guided within a few feet of the baseline. As I expected, the sub 100 head size and thin constant beam made this racket very stable and well designed for someone, like myself, who likes to be aggressive and come to the net. Who knows, maybe I'll get back to playing some doubles tournaments with this stick. As you can imagine, this racket scored well and is reflected in our Solow Sports review. As a lightweight, control-oriented frame with a smaller head size, this is a rather unique combination of specs that isn't for everyone. That said, I added a leather grip to bring the weight up and the balance down and the overall racket within my normal spec range. Though this racket is ideal for a player with more conventional strokes, an Eastern grip style, and a one-handed backhand, I found my more modern and Western strokes worked out quite nicely. Similar rackets include the Wilson ProStaff 97L, Dunlop's CX 200LS, Technofiber's Tempo EGA 298, and the Diadem Elevate Lite. If you're looking for a maneuverable, control-oriented, sexy-looking frame, I highly recommend you take the Whiteout 290 for a spin. Well, that just about wraps it up for us here. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Solinco Whiteout 290. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. We always love hearing your feedback and reading your questions and, of course, answering them as well. If you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest things coming into the tennis industry, follow our weekly updates. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, like this video, all those sorts of fun things. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video.